All right. So we will now look into array of structures. Okay. Um, let's go here. Let's take an example of 3 cells. Okay. Each cell is a structure now. It's not just integer or character. We're going to define each cell as a structure. I have defined here a structure with 2 members. One is age, which is an integer, and char. We can make it as it's of such a big thing. We can make it as just 16. All right, and the let's even make it very simple. 4. Okay, just 4 cells. So an integer which is 4 bytes, a char array with 4 cells, that make it 8. Before we conclude if it's 8 or not, we will go ahead and uh, print the size of the array. So we have 3 cells. So let's see how much is the total size. 24, right? 8 times 3 is 24, right? That's what we did. Let's go back here. Each cell is 8 bytes. So we have a int which is 4 bytes and a char array which is 4 bytes. So total is 8, and we have 3 cells that make it 24, right? So that we got it covered. And then I've declared a structure pointer okay, a ptr, which is type structure, but our structure, and we'll make it to point to this array. Okay, so the way we do that is, of course, ptr equal to data array. This is one form. The alternate form is equal to it. You take the first cell address of the first cell, basically, which is same as the data pointer, right? Data the pointer constant. So now we know how to navigate around these 2 pointers using the pointer, right? So if I want to print f, let's say in a loop, I equal to 0, I less than 3, I plus plus, but look, we are not initialize this array. So what we could do is, remember I said before, we could initialize age 21 Sarah. Oh, we have 4. So let's name it just car, and 30 bar, and make it 50, just say Pam, something like that, just arbitrary name. I'm just trying. So this is one way of initializing the whole structure, right? And I am going to print each and every cell using the for loop and using the pointer. So we know how we did that before. So what we are going to do is, I'm going to print different forms. Okay, so bear with me. Pointer, this is the first way of doing that. Name. Okay, so this is method 1, where you access the members using this indirect reference operator. Okay, so now I will check it out and see if it works, right? Oh, I have to declare I. All right, why is that we always have that? That's wrong, right? Obviously it's wrong. Why is that? Because we have not advanced the pointer after each and every uh, iteration. So the way we do that is, one way is pointer plus plus, right? See this. This is the very key concept. Pointer is of type struct underscore data, right? So let's go back here. So now I'm done printing these two values, which are what? 21 and car, and I need to point to the next one. I want to point to the next cell. How do I do that? If I do a pointer plus plus, right? So it jumps to the next cell, right? So that is what this guy does, pointer plus plus. So if I go ahead and compile it, now you get all the values from the cell of structure, array of structures. In the previous mistake that we did, we did not increment the pointer. We ended up printing the same cell. Okay, now let's go back, and that's method one. The other method we could do is, right, we could do this. This is without advancing the pointer. I need to go back and point to the same cell. Back, it's rewind, right? If you go back here, we're done here. Every time we advanced it, now the point is pointing to this, and then when we are rewind and print each and every cell, we need to put the pointer back to that guy, right? That's what I'm doing here. And then the pointer plus I. All right, so this is method 2. See that we printed again 2 times. Yeah, that method 2, again we need to. The other ways is, since it's a pointer, we could fake it. Oh, okay, that method 3 method. Okay, so since we are an array, we could do that too, right? So I'm printing the values using different forms. All right, and of course you can print them directly too. Method 4, using data array. Okay, so I've printed different forms. See that? Using array index. There's another form also. Like we did talk about before, right? Using the same pointer. So you might see different flavors of this in different textbooks. So don't try to panic, right? Pointer sorry, pointer that edge, but we know for sure we need to close that guy. Oh, pointer plus I. We did talk about that guy, right? This is another form where you take, this is not the elegant way, all right? Method 5. So there are different forms. In all the forms we get the same results. So go ahead and review each and every method. I have 5 methods given you how to access the structure using different forms. Different textbooks, different websites will go over different forms, and so I've just listed them for you to comprehend and see. Oh, I know this method. This is not the great elegant method, okay? The last method is not a elegant method. We know that. That's why we use this first method, okay? This first method is very ideal. Okay, thank you. So what we have done in this is navigating the array of structures using pointers.